All right, we're back with Dark Souls 3 Fisting Edition. We're in what may be the last episode, depending on how fast I beat Gale. I think I might need at least one more episode, because, like, even if I beat Gale quick, there's no telling I'll beat Lothdick and Horian, or even get to them quickly. But, that being said, I'm gonna do my absolute damnedest to destroy Gale. Let's go. I'm gonna put this onto Blessed Weapon. I think Blessed Weapon might be better for what I want. Ah, dang. Can't even buff it with that. Dang. Okay, well, let me take these off. Put on the case disc again, just in case. I think that might work for me. That might work. Alright. Alright, Gale. Let's see what you got. This is what I'm stockpiling these embers for.
Really, no. Help me. Really, no.
Let's go. This place is huge. Like, unnaturally huge. And yet, we fight in such a small part of it. Like, Phase 1 starts... What I don't understand, I guess because of the open nature of this, that is why they couldn't. But, like, I don't get why the fight... Because, like, from now on, he'll run towards you at the entrance to the fog wall.
What? Still here?
Gale, what's up? Sorry I didn't summon you for the demon
Hand
princes.
it over. That thing. Your dark soul.
I kind of need that.
For my lady's painting.
That's not great damage. I can maybe... Fighting first phase. Alright, I gotta get back used to this moveset again. That is so fast. I hate fighting first phase. It's just not good. Okay. So, I think the Demon Fist isn't gonna be good. I'll switch them out for the claws. I'm just testing to see like what kind of damage I'm dealing. I'm gonna try Blessed Weapon as well. Because I think adding more physical damage would be better than plenty of time to cast Karthus Beacon. Okay, it's not that much more damage. Actually, it's less damage. I guess I'm gonna be stuck with low damage. Unless, hold on, let's. This is just some recon here. All right, so we're gonna test all of our damage types. Let's try this with Flame Arc. It's not bad. It's okay damage. Fire might not be the best way to go. I'm just going to test this out with all the weapons that I'm using. Hollow weapons won't work because I'm not putting much into luck. I mean, if I were to stack like 99 luck, that could work. But that's not going to work in this. Let's switch this out. He's got super high non-physical defenses. So I'm going to test this out with this. I might go for Frozen Weapon. Actually, that's not the worst idea I've had. Frozen Weapon. He's weak to... He's got less resistance to it, I should say. Let's see how lightning works. Lightning's not bad. Okay, I dodged into that. You frick right off that crap. Dodging? Okay. Okay. This is kind of my experimentation phase. I'm just trying to see what is doing what damage. Dark will not work. I know Dark won't, because he is extremely resistant to Dark. Maybe Magic will. I don't know why I'm bothering with doing Karthus Beacon. I probably should have something else. Okay, magic is around the same level as lightning. So it's magic and lightning. Holy God. I need to stop doing like the 1-2. That's what I need to do. Okay. I think I might need to stick with the Demon Fists. Because, unless... I mean, Frozen Weapon... Well. Well, actually, hold on. This was not cheesy, but it's a bit of a... It's a bit of a risky strat to pull off. I think I'm gonna stick with these weapons. It's a bit risky, but I think I can pull it off. No, that's not what I want. Do Toon Spell. Let's go with Frozen Weapon. Well, let's go with Frozen Weapon, and... Oh, I got Deep Protection. Deep Protection is not bad. Some extra attack absorption. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, I have to cast that with that? Dang it. Okay. Shoot. Okay. Well, that might go against what I have planned. Hold on. Let's see. Does this make me weigh over 70? No, it does not. Okay. What? Oh, shoot. Oh, god dang it. I screwed that up. That's my bad. Yeah, no, you take this one. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I can just save quit. Okay. I'm trying to find my rhythm here. I'm trying to find a good strat that works well. Okay. So put me outside the boss room. Alright, sweet. Okay. Let's do this like this. Alright. To the claws. Frozen Weapon on the claws. And then to the Demon's Fists. Alright, let's do this. Let's see if this works. They're so slow. The reason I wanted to go with the claws is because they can bleed him. But he's resistant. He's super resistant to bleed. Like, extremely resistant to bleed. I don't think I've ever gotten him to bleed once. I'm gonna try with the fist. I think the fist would be a better use of my skills. Because I think it might proc it faster, and I'm not gonna bother. Unless I wanted to come in with my bleed weapon. Like, with that bleed claws that I got. Okay. Ha! That's not gonna work. Like, it's not gonna work. I could maybe proc it twice before, like... Yeah, see? The buff's already... It's got like 15,000. So, let's say 150. So I gotta hit him 100 times. That's, I mean, it's not the end of the world. The problem is, frozen weapon would only work if I were to, like, if I were going at him with, like, say, the Earthal Straight Sword, I absolutely could take advantage of that, because the Earthal Straight Sword's got so much reach. And as it stands, I can't really pull that off. That's just not gonna work. I think I need to go with Demon Fists. I need to go with the Demon Fists and the sword. I don't think that I can pull off, like, Karthus Beacon. Well, actually, hold on. I need to rearrange my ring slot. That's not bad. Just under 2. It's like 75 hits, just about. Go out with more than maybe 80 hits. Better than 150. Oh, yeah. Never done this with fists. It's pretty funny though. I do not look up how to cheese game. I don't care how to cheese game. Like I look up like, oh, what are Gale's weaknesses? So I know that to get up an elevated sword resistance. But like this fight is gonna be a fight. This is gonna be a legit fight. I'm gonna pound him into the dirt. Understand your box. Alright, I think I'm gonna not plan for... I think I'm gonna try and get the... this. Gradually restores HP. Use stamina recovery speed. No, I think I might go with this one. It's got 15,000. Oh shoot, we in phase 2.
Is this the blood? The blood of the dark soul.
Okay. I love this. This is the best fight in the Soul series. step to your rhythm. Like, second phase isn't that bad. Like, I'm gonna be 100% honest. Second phase isn't that bad. He seems a lot less erratic. Third phase is just crazy. But... oh, I dodged, but I'll accept the loss for that. First phase. I have more flasks. Then I gotta play a little bit, I guess, less aggressively. I wonder what if I switch this out for this. Oh my god, I can do this too. I can use this too. Sweet, sweet. I think I got my setup. Okay. Okay. I think we got this. Though, do I want to come in here with full flasks? I know where the last of this stuff is. Shoot. 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 It wouldn't hurt, I guess. Alright, take the slight detour. Gonna beat Gale, but I might as well knock the Dragon Solaire armor off his pedestal. Gale's got like 15,096 health. Such a weird number. But if I'm doing almost 200 a pop, that'd be 5 times 15, and then let's throw in another like 10 hits. Well, hold on. 15,037. Excuse me. Okay. It's not that much of a difference, really. Okay, that's 77 hits, so it's not that much more, but still a lot of hits. But that's if I'm consistently hitting that. But it just also wouldn't hurt to have my full arsenal. I got back. This would be nice to also. Yeah, dang. So 2 hits for watch this, though. Watch this. End this fight in... Gonna end this fight so fast. It'll take like 3 hits. Actually, I don't know how much frost weapon this adds. Like, it takes like 3 hits from the Earthal Straits with the freezing. So I can't imagine it would take too many from this weapon to do it. Frick!
it doesn't make sense that there's a bonfire right here. Alright. So I'm just gonna quickly get... you know what? I'm also gonna quickly report. Just, you'll see. How the got hard twin swords. Real funny, FromSoft. Oh, look, another crystal sage. Oh, goodbye, another crystal sage. I'll kill you later. Sucks I'm not taking that kill straight away. But it's definitely better to prepare than to not. It's just... cutscene. These drops in K. There we go. Nice to give to Griggs, to Rebecca Vinheim, if he was still here. Missed. Listen, you are just in my way. You are simply obstacles on my way to defeat the true enemy. Soul Stream. So I can shoot a Kamehameha? Nice. hollow, I don't have to breathe. Almost fell off. This place is a joke. Max. Oh, want all these items? Whoa. Good wax. The cursing hands. You stop being afraid. Sweet. It's growing stockpile that will definitely, that will hopefully not have to be used on Loftic and Horian. Like seriously, I don't want to waste embers on those two.
ashen wraith.
Any remaining levels I get are going into health. $80,000.
Well, then
Didn't
take
use 80,000. 120.
farewell, ashen wraith.
I think I might be able to get one more level. Oh, I do. Okay. Oops. Maybe I can get one more level out of fighting these clowns. These guys up here. Right, bro. Wow, these do not heal that much. Alright, come here, you. Sage's crystal staff. Nice. I believe there's another item in here somewhere. But it's obviously it's hard to get with these three. Excuse me. Huh. Guess I was wrong. It's actually a pretty fun spell. $13,000. Blessing. Nice. at that. You get another Titanite slab. Very easy enough with report. Yo! Oh, shoot. It's not what I wanted to do. Glad that it didn't work. Ah. Alright, well, I'm just gonna kill a couple of these guys. I'll be right back and level up, and then we're gonna get ready for Gale.
Alright. Back with it. I'm back. I've gotten that level up that I needed. And now... just wanted everyone to see
This good dish wasn't eaten.
what I'm doing. Oh, I got the twin axes? Frick yeah. 25. Dang, screw you. Wow. That's not bad, but wait, hold on. Oh, I guess my int. Is there one that... Yes, okay. That's interesting.
Pretty.
let's go. Oh, if I put this on 70.8, god dang it. Probably better than I'm not. So I won't get that one singular full heal. Let's do this thing. Oh my god. It is pretty funny that I'm willing to fight Gale with just fists. I hate Half-Life. The whole fight sucks. Oh man. Alright, let's freaking go. Able to freaking hit me. My goal is to have a nigh perfect, at the very least. A first phase good enough to where I don't take too many hits. Where I can just pop the Ember and have full flasks. What is up with this range? phase, it's so hard to get hits. Second phase, it's so much better. If only there was a way to do like Velstad. Or no, like the Fume Knight, where I can just start second phase immediately. Let's do this. I gotta lock in. Like I did that time. I got him down to the E enslave. Oh man, that's what I'm going for. Getting him down to behind the S. As in, I'm gonna kill him. I wish it would show up. I guess most of these bosses would seem less, like, impressive. I could just see a number. It shows like, oh, he's got, like, 600 more health. Wow. I get it. But, you know. Problem is, it's hard to tell when he's going to jump into a second phase. We got this. I've got this. At the very least, if by some, you know, I guess it's not a miracle, by some, you know, normalcy of playing this, I don't beat him tonight. At the very least, I beat a boss, powered myself up further. What the frick is that? This ain't Dark Souls 2. What the hell are those hitboxes? What? What the frick was that? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, let's see. Let me check, see what defensive buffs I can give myself. 1 sec, I'll be right back. Okay. So, I think I've got some help for myself. Bring the sun and the deep together.
out of that. Those didn't last. I guess. I guess that gives more range. I don't know. Oh, there he is. Second phase, or just pop it and have an extra flask. Ugh. Gale, you are mine, bro. I'm gonna pound you. Power of the sun versus the dark. Almost had it. Almost had it. I would have been okay with using a flask, but he was so close. Oh, thank God.
Oh my god, yes! She sucked my dick! Oh my god! Raise the sun! No flasks, one hit from death every freaking time, boys. Let's do it again. Raise the sun. If you're gonna measure, let's get some Siegward in there. He certainly helped out. Oh my god, it's so good. It feels so good. I am. Only 20,000. Huh. Let's look at our prize. How much I need? 6,600, huh? Come here, Ludlith. What do you got for me? We beat the hard ones.
Thou returned, and a fine day it is. So,
I just so happen to have Sword of Slave Knight Gale. Great Sword of Slave Knight Gale, the only weapon that he kept with him from beginning to end. Originally an executioner's sword made for decapitation, the blade is heavily chipped and stained with the blood of countless battles. Skill, Blade of Peril. A precarious technique, unique to undead Gale. Leap in any direction, slamming the greatsword to the ground, and follow with a normal attack for a large spinning slash, or a strong attack to backstep and jump forward in an overhead slam. This crossbow, customized for repeat firing to face mobs alone, was wielded by Slave Knight Gale. Used in the battles of an endless journey, this crossbow is covered with twists and dings, rusted with blood and made extremely brittle from overuse. It has 20 durability. I don't know how that translates with a crossbow. Skill, Repeat Fire. Assume stance to activate repeat fire mechanism. Repeat fire with normal and strong attacks.
I took the mantle of Lord of Cinder of mine own volition.
Congrats, Barodio.
Ah, well met, Ashen One. How many? Ashen One.
400.
Have Ashen One.
Level up at the bonfire. What the frick I was just doing.
Welcome. Very then take no. Farewell, Ashen Maiden.
It feels so good. 2 more bosses. We've got this. And we're gonna beat these guys legit as well. Because Half-Light can just suck every inch of my dick. I hate Half-Light. He can blow me. Alright, let's see. Let's start here. Something we need here. Oh man, it feels so good to have done this. Elden Ring will be coming soon. The biggest threat to my fists only run. Is stuff supposed to burn?
Oh, my, thank you. I can hear the crackling from here. The sound of my home. The painting of Arendelle. Burning away. When the world rots, we set it afire. For the sake of the next world. It's the one thing we do right, unlike those fools on the outside.
My thanks, Ashen One. With this, will I paint a world? Please tell me my name. I would name this painting after thee. My thanks. I will paint a world of that name. It will be a cold, dark, and very gentle place.
With lots of
And one
fisting.
day, it will make someone a goodly home.
It has long hair. Also, she has scales. So the question is... Oh, and... I think she has slit eyes. Yep. Slit eyes. Like a dragon. Holy God, okay. That was kind of stupid of me, but... Whoops. Back to Anorlando we go. Now, Lothtic and Horian. Let's see here. Oof, bro, I'm gonna lightning you up. Alright, lightning would be the best for them, so, put on lightning weapon. There's lightning weapon. There it is, lightning blade. I think we ought to get back out. The 1-2 buckle my shoe. nothing here. I can't believe I beat him. That could have gone either way. That truly could have gone either way. I'm glad that I succeeded and he didn't. We've just beaten the best boss in the entire Soul series. Like, personally, my top 3 bosses in the Soul series are Gale, the Nameless King, and Soul of Cinder. Notice they all use Blessed Weapon. Weirdly, it made an electricity crackle. Okay. Will they follow me all the way up? The answer is yes. Alright, we've opened another shortcut. Which will give us further access. Oh man. Like, the Soul of Sin. Oh my god. I'm so excited to finally be fighting the Soul of Cinder. It's... I don't know how to explain how I feel. It feels so good. Like, to be fighting the Soul of Cinder. My fists only run, and I had to break the rules several times. And one time was just because, frick Half-Life, 2 middle fingers up in the air. And one time was Yorm, because, like, I don't feel like spending 30 minutes on this fight. I'm telling myself, good God. Wow. I should go back to the bonfire. I guess it didn't matter which bonfire I went to, because I have to warp to the other one anyway. Oh no, wait, I can go to Dragon Slayer armor.
Dear, another dogged contender. Welcome, unkindled one, purloiner of cinders. Mind you, the mantle of Lord interests me none. The fire-linking curse, the legacy of lords, let it all fade into nothing. You've done quite enough. Now have your rest.
I think not. Oh shoot, he's done.
Dear brother, I'm on my way. Brother, unbending sword of Lothric's prince.
Get a room. Jeez.
Rise if you would. For that is our curse.
Well, let's be clear. They're brothers, so I feel perfectly fine in judging them for their weird relationship. Dang it, stupid pillar. What the freaking camera? God damn it, son of a bitch. son! Yeah, well, at least I'm not in a weird relationship with my brother. Frickin' weirdos.
Aha, Valgrit. So,
Let me see here. Oh, Lothrick's Holy Sword. I gotta waste time reading the description on that. Horian's Great Sword.
I took the mantle of truest. Oh,
Ashen One.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire. Very well. Then take none.
Oh shit.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Ashen One.
Well, very well. Then take
Oh, for God's sake. 30 more?
farewell, Ashen One.
Ashen One.
Well, very then take farewell, Ashen One. Mayst thou thy peace.
Alright. That was Aldrich. Ludwig can sit right there. Lothdick and Horian. The Abyss Watchers. Yor.
thanks to thee, most worthy of lords. Ashen One, with the lords as thy witness, bend thy knee afore the bonfire's coiled sword, and let the lord's embers acknowledge thee as their a true lord, fit to lead the fire. Farewell, Ashen One, mayst thou thy... Noble lords of Cinder, the fire fades. And the lords go without thrones. Surrender your fires to the true heir. Let her grant death to the old gods of Lordran, deliverers of the first flame.
Let's go.
honest, this music just gets me. This was the true end. So I don't know what they would do for a hypothetical Dark Souls 4. Raise the sun. One more for good measure. And one more. Hold on. I want to make sure I do this right. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I could have summoned Yuria. Whoops. Whoops. Yes. An ending that I don't normally do.
Gracious Lord, make London whole.
Never done that ending. Ooh, what trophies do I not have? Let's see. What ending is this? Link the first fight. Oh, the normal ending I've never done. What else we got? What else did I never get? So there's 8 other trophies. Let's see. All forms of infusion. Okay. All sorceries, all pyromancies, all miracles, all rings, all gestures. Ugh. See, the thing that pissed me off about this one, I think you have to play through the game like 3 times to get all the rings. Like, frick that. What trophy's that? Mound Maker. I found the freaking Mound Maker. It's right there with the tree. Oh, well. Other stuff am I missing? There should be 8 that I haven't gotten. 1. Oh, 34. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, okay. Alright, and that is Dark Souls 3 Fisting Edition. I felt so good to finish this. I can't believe I finished it. this episode. I was thinking Gale was going to take me for frickin' ever, and I was going to have to spend 1, maybe even 2 episodes fighting him, and then the next episode I would be able to finish it off and take out Lothdic and Horion. But I'm glad I had the smart idea to go and get the Estus Shard and Undead Bone Shard. Because there's no way. There's no way I would have won without that. I was 1 hit away from dying. But I think this game, like I'll say it, I love Dark Souls 2. It's my favorite Souls game. It just, there's something about it that I really enjoy. But this game is obviously the smoother of the Souls trilogy. And with that comes a lot different playstyle. I really hate that my fists were not that good. Like in Dark Souls 2, my fists were pretty good. Like I wouldn't have kept going with bare fists, but they sucked. Like they freaking sucked in this game. Like in Dark Souls 2, like they did well enough, and the Castus is super close, and I didn't have to fight technically any bosses. So even if they did suck, I didn't have to fight a boss. It just, I don't know what the difference is, because like, you know, in Dark Souls 1, my fists were trash. Like, straight trash. Like, trash. I had to make an exception for the Asylum Demon, because my fists weren't doing anything, and the Pyromancy Flame did, like, more damage, but it was gonna break, and I couldn't really use it. It sucks. It sucked. I had to make that one exception, but that's the only exception I had to make. I think it's pretty funny. Like, it is pretty funny. Dark Souls 2, there were no places I had to make exceptions. Those hands were rated E for everyone. And there was no, like, pathetic damage that I was dealing that it's like, okay, I can't do this. Dark Souls 1, we had to make one exception, just for the Asylum Demon. I was half tempted to make one for the Taurus Demon, but he fell off the edge. But once we got the Castus and I actually started upgrading them, then it got much more manageable from there. But I think Dark Souls was fun. I think it was great. I've never actually really messed around with the infusions before then. Hell, I've never even really, before this playthrough, I've never done a standard infusion all the way. I think it's cool. I think leveling up I will say, now that I've actually used, it's like I said in that, now that I've actually used the upgrade system in Dark Souls 1, it's actually a lot easier to understand, and it's not stupid like Demon Souls is. Like, it's so much easier. It's very simple. I will say, Dark Souls streamlined it in a way that, had they stuck with it, I think I would have been fine with. I think I would have been fine with that. It's not bad. I don't dislike it, because everything revolves around getting it up to 5. And even if I go above 5 and go to like 6 or 7, I can still change it to I can still change it back to a friggin' fire or divine weapon. I think that's great. But I'm off topic. Dark Souls 1 was good. Once we got the Dragonbone Fist and the Castus, we did great. We were doing great. But it had its moments. Dark Souls 3,
I hate the fact that I had to make as many exceptions for this game as I did. Because, like, in a game that plays the way it does, it's stupid that okay, one, you can't, like, two-hand your fists. You can't, like, two-hand your bare fist like in Dark Souls 2, which I think is a travesty. Like, I don't understand why I can't, like, two-hand that. I get, like, why they do the cases the way they do. And I will say, I do like the concession that they made with weapons like cases, with fist weapons like cases, for not being able to power stance, instead just making them so that they have their own moveset that is power stanceable. But I personally don't. I still would have made an exception. I still would have made the exception because I probably still would have made the exception. At the very least, I could argue, like, the run doesn't officially count until I can get to some fist weapons. So, I'm justifying it, but at the same time, I still use the Storm Ruler, mostly because Yorm is immune to all status effects. Like, if I could have done... Hell, if I could have gotten off Bleed on the guy, even if he was, like, super resistant to it, I would have gone for that strategy. I would have gone for that. I would have gone for Frostbite. I would have gone for Poison. I would have gone for any of that. But he's immune to all of it, so, like, frick it. Whatever. Half-Life was just because I was pissed off, and, like, if there's one boss that, like, Truthfully, I would have thrown him in the skip this boss category, but obviously I can't skip him because you can't fight Gale without fighting Half-Life. But regardless, I think this was a very fun time, and I cannot wait to see how I handle Elden Ring. I need to figure out a build style. You saw how in Dark Souls 2, I mostly didn't use Faith. Like, at all. Actually, I don't think I did at all. Not sure. But, like, I mean, I guess I used it some for, like, Flame and for Dark Weapon. But, like, that's it. Mostly I was using Int if I was to buff a stat. My real complaint about these games, in terms of, like, using other stats, like, if I was to buff my weapon, at Dark Souls 3 accepting, like, all of these, like Dark Souls 2, okay, all the Faith ones take, like, the only Faith buff, like, the true Faith buff, takes, like, 30-something Faith, or, like, 40, whatever the hell Sunlight Blade takes. That's a big investment into Faith, if I'm not casting too many miracles. And, yeah, okay, and sure, you could argue Lightning is just too overpowered, so it kind of has to be. But at the same time, I was just using magic. Dark Souls 1, I had great magic weapon, but it wasn't that good. Like, at all. Probably didn't have a good catalyst, and you can't buff them, so it's like whatever catalyst you get. It was okay. But Dark Souls 3, I will say, every time I replay these games, I get a new appreciation for something in it that I did not have before, because I play in a different way than I have before. Like, when I played my non-physical build, I didn't record it, but I played it, I realized how cool it was to dump points into Faith and Int. But in this, I realized how good that a non-completely quality build could be if you dump some points into other stats. Now, I will say, if this game didn't have buffs work the way they did, I probably wouldn't have, because in this game, every buff, like, because, like, so, if I hadn't have missed out on the scroll for Great Magic Weapon, I probably wouldn't have put the stats the way I did. I probably would have kept them, like, maybe gone up 5 more levels each, and just used, like, the Faith Ring if I needed extra faith or int. But it really was nice. It really is nice the way that Dark Souls 3 handles the buffs. At least in terms of me deciding which non-physical stat I'm going to dump points into. Because, like, okay, so you have Magic Weapon, Great Magic Weapon, Crystal Magic Weapon. Sure, those take int. That's nice. But if you're willing to spend a much longer time than I would like to admit grinding for Proof of a Concord kept, then you can get Dark Moon Weapon. And that's just as powerful as Crystal Magic Weapon. So, if you're a Faith player, that's an option for you. Also, you get, with the same amount of faith that it takes to wield that one, you get Lightning Blade, which is just as strong. You get Dark Blade, which for some reason is faith instead of faith and int, which doesn't make any freaking sense. I don't really understand how these spells work in this game. Like, they're not hexes. Like, I don't understand it. Like, I don't understand it at all. Like, why does this take just int or just faith when it should be a combination of both, because that's what the stuff scales with. Regardless, I'm not going to go off on that tangent. That is a tangent for another day, and I don't really freaking care. But you have, all the buffs I could do with faith. And I'm glad I took that little itty-bitty bit of research. But I do need to figure out what kind of build I want to build towards Elden Ring. What's nice in Elden Ring is it's a lot easier to respec, and there's a lot more chances to respec. I was a little hesitant to respec in Dark Souls 3 because you only get 5 of them. Which is kind of stupid, but whatever. But, with that being said, I've kind of rambled on for a bit here. I want to thank you so much for joining. It's been a fun ride fisting everybody. And tune in next time for Elden Ring Fisting Edition. But until next time, and I hope you join next time, stay bizarre.